And hello guys, welcome back to another Flght Sim day. Today we finally have it. We have the Airbus A300 by Inibuilds today. A beautiful, exciting day for us. I am a couple days late because I was trying to wait until the bugs, got fixed. There is still some bugs, but not really noticeable. Um, but we're here in the Memphis scenery. I think this is by BM World, I believe. But regardless, we are here not in the Bat Network again. We are going to do a quick flight to Atlanta today. We're going to be jumping into the cockpit here. Let's start off with moving around the airplane here. Beautiful textures, and I love the windmilling effect of the engine. It's just very, very good. The engine windmilling sounds. Um, and if you look closely too, if you look closely actually, the engine is actually labeled like with the blades and stuff, and that's a nice mechanical touch. And even like the small details right here, like the small text, you can easily read it, because I know in the PMDG, for example, even the small text is very blurry. And also these tires here will actually get worse as you fly, because I believe this aircraft does log the amount of time you do fly, and it does get worse over time. But anyway, let's jump in here. Let's slow down our speed here, and let's go to the panel here. Now this panel will actually open up your door here. And let me jump into the cockpit here. And here we have all your stuff here. You can also open up your door, open up your doors. Let's go to uh, aircraft maintenance. And you can actually hit service APU, and it will actually take like 20-30 minutes, like in real time. Or you can just instantly do it, but I like that. But let's just do a demo test. Let's open up everything here, and actually everything is opening up. There's actually an animation to it. I love it. And the APU door also opens up. Anyway, let's go outside now. The textures here are also pretty beautiful with the engine control unit. The textures for like the insides aren't that like 8K as like um, the rest of the plane, because these things aren't looked at the most, so it doesn't really need to be the highest texture, because it's like only for show thing. And here we have our fuel panel here, our fuel door. Um, you cannot really touch this either, but yeah. Anyway, going outside, we have the beautiful design of the Airbus style sharklet. I'm sorry, flaperon. This is only using an inboard aileron. Actually, no. This is no. Actually, I'm wrong. Sorry. This is. I think this is a. Uh, yeah, this is a dual surface as well, like the old Airbuses. Unlike the Boeing. Um, so this is where Airbus got its inspiration. And this little sharklet fin here. I mean, sorry, this little fence wingtip here. This is the first iteration of it, and then they kind of improved, with the dual fence, and now to the sharklet set of design. So it carries on from there, and we have the beautiful two LED strobe lights and a nav light. That texture, you can even see the individual like light controls inside the light LED itself. So I like that. Anyway, we have more engine units here. I'm not gonna, go to it, go in detail to it, but the textures are just magnificent. These are just magnificent. And then the pitot tubes, the ground power unit door is right over here, and these controls are easily toggleable in the EFB. Here they're very beautiful. Let's jump into the cockpit. Okay, we're here in the EFB now. So basically what you do here is go to your little. Let's actually close all the stuff now. The APU staircase here is actually static, so the guide that was there is, kind of fake. Um, and in real life, if you get on APU cowl, uh, actually, you if you turn the APU on, that'll be deadly. So in real life, they'll put a little sign here that says "Do not touch APU." Um, I'm not sure if you hit service APU if it won't let you turn it on, but in real life, airline manufacturers nowadays kind of let the APU break and just use the starter unit because it saves money in their opinion. So maybe if it comes to that, I can do that. Anyway, we here. Cabin feels very similar to Airbus A300. This is the first dual two pilot only design in the plane ever. This this is very similar to the Airbus 310, as they kind of share the same thing. I don't they don't even they don't have this panel here. This panel is replacing the engineer unit. This is like analog controls for temperature gauges and stuff. APU bleed, APU temperature. Although we have a the little panel here, which the iCam, which can display all your stuff for you. Anyway, let's move to back at the cabin. Let's turn on the avionics first. Let's get it going. I love the sound as well. Okay, we can turn the nav light on. We can turn the IRSs aligned. Turn these buggies aligned. Align. Boom. And now it's aligning. Okay, now we will probably wait for that to align. Actually, since this is an Airbus, this is a more modern Airbus, you have to read the flight plan first. Let me go to menu, A cars, and then request sim brief. That's gonna request it. You put your sim brief username in here in the settings, and then let's go to my flight. That's gonna load up, and put some sim brief, and boom, KMM to cattle, and align IRSs, and now will now take about 7 minutes to align. Okay, and let's go to the back of the cabin here. And I love how based on the livery you pick, the little coat actually will change as well. So I like how they're doing it. Anyway, let's jump into the back of the cabin here. Here we have a little window here. Let's actually open up the door here. So what you do here is there's little instruction here how to open it, but in real life, in a simulator you can't really do that. Anyway, to open up the doors, you basically just hit 120 degrees. That is the full open position, and then now you open the light, and now you hit open, and boom, that should open. And if you want to go smaller, you go to 75. 75, close, and wait for that to close again. And now you can open again. You hold that, and then now this should open only partially. Now there's a bug here with the sound, as you can hear that. There's the sound actually for mine. Open it some more, to hold it, and there we go. And notice here there's no cargo, but the model here is very good, very layouty. I love how it's like that. Anyway, there's more controls here. You can hit loader tarmac. I'm not sure what that really does. Loader tarmac. I think that opens up something. I don't think it's I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. Anyway, we have more stuff here. The door panels here also pretty cool as well. This is the cargo variant, like I said, so we're gonna try the cargo variant. Passenger variant at another time. We're jumping back to the cockpit here. We can go ahead and actually put cargo in the aircraft. So you will go to page here. You go to weight imbalance. And now you put anything. Let's say we're just carrying, coastal plate. Take machinery. I load the aircraft. And that is now gonna come back around. That is going to load it all in. Now I'm thinking this will actually load the cargo in, like you can see it load. I'm not really sure if GSX works yet for this aircraft. I do believe it does have integration already built in, but I haven't tried that yet. I might try that off camera, just to see if it works. Um, but yeah. Anyway, we're waiting for stuff to align here. Jumping back to the cockpit here. We have our stuff loading. You see here, it actually loads for you. It does take real time to finish it up. That's loaded for us. Okay, then good to go. Okay, and now we go into further information here. Our cost index. Our cost index is around. Our cost index is around 15. Yeah, 15. And our FedEx is 15. And our call sign is FedEx 1122. And now we go to our next page in it. And now we go now the good thing about this aircraft is that you can actually just hit load, hit it, and it will load it for you. And now let's go to our departure plan. Our departure plan for today will be the Bing Bing 7. And that will be runway 18 right. Turning transition. Am I right? Yes, it is. Insert that. Let's go to our departure, our arrival procedure sign. Oh, you have to go all the way down. Okay, Atlanta. Let's go to our star. We're going to go to the Galvin 126 right. Two six right, and then we'll be using the Russia transition. Oops. Russia. And with the transition, hold on guys. Okay, so it'll be Zello. That'll be our transition, it'll be Zello. Insert that. And now let's turn the EQ on. Master switch coming on. And 5 seconds wait, and then master switch is coming on. Our APU is now on. Let's go to our panel here, our APU panel, which is right over here. And that is on. Let's go back here and let's go to our little display right here. See, it is spin up to life. Now this will actually tick up based on how much times you use it. So I think it does break eventually if you fly it for too long, which I'm excited to do that eventually if I fly it for ever. Anyway, let's do this here. Let's set the little bubble back to 0. Hold that. I love that. Okay, and let's go to our, what is it, our perf page. And let's do this. We'll be using runway 18 right. Oops, 18 right. 18 right. Let's go calculate. And that's gonna do it for us. Okay, let's go to our takeoff page. 147 on the speed for V1. 147 on the oops. Yeah, I love this FMC, how it takes a long time to load and sometimes it's glitchy. That's exactly how the real aircraft is, because it's all CRT displays. Our trim is 0, so we'll make sure it's on 0, which it is not. So I'm gonna turn on pitch trim for now, and I'm gonna set it to 0. There we go, and I'm gonna turn the trim back off for now, and now it's locked. Okay, we can go ahead and turn on the fuel pumps, as that is a common thing in the real aircraft to do. And also we have a trim pump. Trim pump is basically like a pump in the tail of the aircraft to balance the aircraft because of you know, center of gravity when we made this aircraft. Um, but that's quite fact for you. Anyway, let's now close the door here. Let's now go to the. Let's now hit the unlock position. I'm sorry, close position. Hold that down. And now the doors are closing. Release that, and let's turn all of these off. Latched, and we can go ahead and lock position, and good to go. And we can go ahead and close the doors right about now, as we are pretty much ready to go into the thing. Doors are not closing. We can go ahead and APU bleed is coming on this panel right here. APU bleed. We go ahead and arm the lights. And then we can go ahead and disconnect all of these. And there you have that little pause of the things waking up. Makes that QNH for Memphis is 1011. Wait, what? Hold on, what? Oh, it's 301. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. And Iris are aligned. We can now go ahead and do our pushback. Let's load GSX. See what it does. Request for a pushback. Let's do. There's no FedEx. I'm just gonna do that one. And now we have beacon brake can come on. Disconnect the tugs. And there we have our little pushback person. Okay, our Flex 2 temp is promised to be. What was it again? 53 degrees. I cannot load it. I can't change it just yet. So I'm gonna turn on all the little trims here. And 53 is our Flex 2 temp. So there we go. And we're gonna test all these. I forgot to do that. And you can test all of the engines too, but that'll take too much time. Even the TCAS does a full test too. It takes too much time in my opinion. But we are now going to be pushing back now. And also, check this out guys. Look how creepy the warning is for wind shear. Yeah, that is the most creepiest warning I ever heard. But you know, old aircraft things. Anyway, our pushback tug is now attached, and looks like we do have proper GSX integration because it is actually locking our gear properly, and the nose wheel pin is actually here somewhere, right here. So now we're gonna be pushing back off the ramp here. Our pick brake is on. We have that on. We can have all of our. Actually, we can turn off. Okay, never mind. Okay, anyway, nose to the. Let me see here. So we're doing 2.6. So we're taking off from runway 18 right. So we're gonna be using tail to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake is released.
Commencing push.
And we're pushing back
All
now.
engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, TCAS mode can now come on. I'll be pushed back. And our flaps for departure will be number 15. That's good. And now we go shut up and listen. You guys can listen to the engine start sounds. Go starter A. And you're gonna hear the little things come off, just like the modern Airbuses do. They kind of get quieter. The packs turn off. Good, good. And start 2 is coming on. Watch for the N2 to rise, and I'm just gonna make the fill in right now. That was engine number 2 is starting on. Let's go ahead and turn on engine number 1 now. And whoa, what is it doing? I don't have a profile apparently, because I don't know what the hell it's doing. It's doing some weird pushback. Anyway, let's just do. Actually, no, it's stopping right now. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, stop it. Okay, parking brake is set. We go and start engine 1 now, and we're gonna go ahead and mix fuel in. Whoa, did you guys see that? Look, engine over temperature. Wow, that is actually realistic. That is that's like a cold start right there. This aircraft simulates an actual cold start like the real aircraft does. Wow, I love how it does. Anyway, we have a tug disconnected. Let's do a flight control check. Let's go to our flight control page. Where is flight control? Right here. Flight control page, full to the left, full to the right, full up, full neutral, and full down neutral. Okay. We can go ahead and put the flaps down to number 15. And here's flap 15. Okay, taxi lights are coming on. We can go ahead and disconnect the, where did the lady go? Okay, she raised it. Anyway, APU is winding down. Go ahead and put this back to off, and we can go into taxi now. Guys, can you see the little aircraft? Like, it's actually bouncing up and down. Can you guys? I'm not sure if you guys notice it, but the aircraft is actually bouncing up and down. If you kind of squint at it very closely, it actually is bouncing up and down, like ground effect. Yeah, and the rumbles too. You guys probably can't see that clearly, but in some ways you can see it. It kind of does it. Anyway, we're here at gate at runway 19. We're gonna be doing a left turn right here. Our flaps are down. Our check. Let's set our auto brakes to max, and let's start our turn here. Okay, we're crossing runway 19er. We're clear left and clear right. Okay, and our... Whoa, why is there a slope? Oh, that's weird. Why is there a slope on the runway? That is very weird. Anyway, that's Microsoft bugs. Let's just full send it. Okay, let's just pretend that we're clear for takeoff. And let's just do a takeoff roll right now. Ignore the weird bumps, the Microsoft bug, Microsoft Zobo map thingy. Anyway, let's turn on the strobe lights on. Let's turn the strobe lights on. Turn on the wing light, and that was like to takeoff mode. Control light come on as well, and we're clear for takeoff. Start the clock. And to go toga, you actually have to click on this little button here, and this is their secret toga button. And let's turn on constraints. let's set our speed first. Wow, I love the style. The style is very good because like it actually moves pretty fast. Unlike the PMDG, it moves so slow. The dials. Anyway, let's set our altitude to initially. What was it? What's our initial? I have no idea what is our initial cruise, our initial climb. Is there no initial climb constraint? I guess actually. Oh no, there isn't. Okay, never mind then. Okay. We'll just climb to our final for 350. How about that? Okay, and heading is 180. Let's change that. Oh, I love the dial. This dial moves so fast. Wow. 180 on the heading, and vertical speed will be set to 250. So this aircraft does not have like a. It does not remember what speed you're set to right now. So if you have nav mode and you switch it to heading mode, it goes wherever. It does not like change it to the current heading you're on like the newer ones do. So keep in mind that. So like when you, for example, yesterday when I did a test flight, I was on profile mode and I had to switch to vertical speed mode, and it does not like set it to your current speed. It was at like a +4. It was like a +31. So it didn't. It's like climbed again. So keep in mind that you have to kind of set your vertical speed how you want it. But anyway, let's do our takeoff roll. And it's parking brake is released. And Toga is now on. Okay, you see here. Here we go. Wow, guys. Wow, okay, guys, there's wind currently pushing our aircraft. Anyway, let's turn left, direct to our next waypoint here. And wow, guys, I love that landing gear retraction sound. It is so beautiful, that landing gear retraction sound. The booms it makes, like the wheel is still moving. I love how it does that. Anyway, we're gonna keep on climbing manually for the time being until we get straighten out. Then we'll turn on nav mode. I'm just trying to trim the aircraft just a bit because the wind is kind of knocking the aircraft around. So I'm trying to fight it. The Flght model is pretty good. It's pretty old school. For example, look, I'm banking left and right, and it will legit bank all the way. There's like no protection. It's like an old school aircraft, so I love it. Let's straighten out here, and let's retract our nose a little bit, and flaps are coming up to 0, and let's go to nav mode, and let's go to profile mode, and autopilot is coming on, and now we are now following the course. Congratulations. Okay, auto throttle is on, flaps are retracted, good, and we're now climbing to 350. And then we have our top descent not showing up just yet, but it will eventually. Anyway, we're now climbing to our 350. Yep, that is our cruise, right? Yeah. 350 is our cruise, and then we'll be on the descent pretty soon, actually. Very quick, turnaround time, actually. Believe it or not. Okay, anyway, make sure we have no discontinuities here. Which we have none. Actually, we do have. Let me clear that out. Because that should be direct too. What? I mean not allowed. What does that? What do you mean not allowed? Okay, never mind about that. Okay, anyway, we're not climbing to 350. Our top descent bug, our top of climb bug is not here for some reason. I don't know where it went. The top of climb bug. Is it not here? Top of climb? That's weird. Anyway, we're not climbing 350. And yeah, we're not climbing 10k feet. Nine lights are coming off. Nose lights are coming off as well. Nav light is staying on, of course, and we're good to go. Okay, as we keep on climbing to our next final altitude here, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to showcase the other thing. So you see on this little menu here, on the little door panel here, it is red. This is actually a emergency slide. So we can test it out once we land in Atlanta. And there is an emergency slide. It does come out, but yeah, that's a cool feature. This aircraft that it does that. Anyway, we're almost at our set managed speed. I like how this aircraft combines both analog and digital in one. This is a CRT display though, so it is a bit old CRTs, but it's old technology. And then we have our regular old analog not indicator. Very lovely. Yeah. Anyway, we're now passing 18,000. If you can go ahead and turn off the wing light, and we can go ahead and turn off the right turn off light, and we can turn off nothing else. We should be descending pretty soon, actually. There is a bug though that I figured out. The top descent marker doesn't really show up that well. For example, I have actually never mind, it's right there. So it shows up sometimes, but not all the time. It's a weird bug. So it happens, but doesn't happen. Anyway, we have our icing range. We have our icing warning. Let's turn our anti-ice. Let's turn anti-ice on, which I believe is... Where's anti-ice at? Anti-ice, where did you go? Anti-ice. Anti-ice, where's anti-ice at? Anti-ice. 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 Probe heat? No, no, no. I'm probably dumb. Oh, here we go. Anti-ice. There we go. Okay. So, that's a nice touch that it's automatic. There's like a warning like in the real Airbus. The modern Airbus planes have that too. So this aircraft does have some sensing stuff, but I like how it's old, but it still has technology, and you can actually even see the dirt and the grime on the windshield. Or is that ice? Or is that ice? No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Okay, anyway, never mind about that. Okay, anyway, we are now climbing. We have a top descent range right here. Pretty soon, actually, believe it or not. We're climbing, and then back to descent already. That quick. So, this is Airbus 310. Beautiful how it climbs. Again, this aircraft is pretty much using the old style yoke as the cockpit, but I like it actually. I like how it actually is that, but I like it. Anyway, we're now climbing. Actually, forgot to push this to standard, and there we go. And it syncs up with this. I love it how it does that, but you don't have to fiddle with multiple stuff. Anyway, we're now climbing again. I'll try to auto land once we get closer, because there is an automatic landing in this aircraft. I want to try to see if it can automatic land a Cat 3 arrival. I wonder if it, because in the modern Airbuses it flares too. I wonder if this aircraft will flare as well in the final. Uh, Anyway, guys, we are almost at our top of descent for our arrival. I love the beautiful sounds, but in my opinion, the engine sounds are kind of gone. It doesn't sound like they're there, the engine sounds. You hear me? Like, there is legit no engine sounds at all. That is a bug, because it should be there, the engine sounds. I have no idea. Anyway, we're at our top descent now. Let's descend down to around, what is our first constraint down? Hold on. Gotta look it up. Our first constraint is, there is no constraint. So we'll just we're just gonna go down to around 3,000. But there's no constraint and there's no ATC too, so there doesn't really change much. Why is it not working? Do I have to hit that and it will start descending? Oh, there we go. I have to. There we go. Now it's descending. Okay, so you have to click down, and then now it should start descending. Okay, anyway, as we keep on descending, what I'm gonna do here is it does tell us to do more drag here, so I'm gonna put spoilers up now. And there they come out. More drag, it looks like, so all the way, and maximum drag, I guess it wants us to do. The thing is that there is sounds in the outside view, but there is no sounds in the inside. Which is a bug. I believe the build team is working on it, because I do believe that they said that it is a known bug, so they are working on it. Again, this is like the first patch, and it came out a day after they released the aircraft, so there's gonna be more bugs, probably for another week, and that's when the first like 0.1 will be released next week, so, or next year actually, so yeah, so, but this aircraft's pretty good actually. Besides sound wise, I love it. The descent mode is kind of buggy because it doesn't descend right away, because I was over the top descent marker and it wouldn't descend, so I have to figure that out, why it's not doing that. And the speed brakes here are absolutely good. Look at how detailed they are. They are just magnificently detailed. Anyway, we can go ahead and reduce the speed brakes just a bit, as we are almost at 250 knots. Wing lights can come on. Where are you? And we can go ahead and set the QNH for Atlanta, which is 3006. 3006 on that. And there we go. And let's set our descent height to 200 feet. And there we go, 200 feet. Okay, so the audio engine bug is only when you're cruising. For example, when you go lower in altitude, the engine sounds actually start. So I'm not sure if I think like the wind noise is somehow how making the engine sounds get drawn out for some reason. I have no idea, but they have to fix that bug. But again, this is only a 0.01 release fix, so don't be too harsh on them. You know what I mean? And again, the top descent is the marker isn't showing up anymore. That's weird why it's not showing up. And look, if I go to vertical speed, for example, oh sorry, if I hit nav mode, actually never mind. Never mind. They fixed it. Never mind. Okay, I'm wrong then. So let's go profile again. And then, okay, never mind. The top descent marker actually goes away. So I don't know. Anyway, I had to figure out why top descent VNav isn't working properly, because I swear I have it all loaded up perfectly in. So I think that the bug needs to squash. Could be that I'm wrong. And then we should be let's just go, yeah, anyway, let's just turn off profile mode. Let's just ascend manually now. And let's set our speed to around 250 knots. Let's add more speed brakes. We need a bit more speed brakes here. Okay, anyway, I was away, so I forgot to turn these on. Silly me. Good thing I'm not on the VATS network. I'm not on it. Anyway, let's go direct to our next waypoint here, which is Zeno, and insert that. And now we're gonna be flying direct to that waypoint. Speed down 220 knots, 170 sorry in speed. And here's our little curve here. Go ahead and arm the speed brakes now. And we can go ahead and set speed to around 220 knots on the speed here. And I like to give about a 1 mile difference for buffer. You know, I just like to do that. Now this aircraft does not put in the ILS for you like the new Airbuses do. We have to put in it manually, which is fine because again, this is the old school aircraft. 0.10, and then course will be, what is our course? 275. And this aircraft is actually a lot better than the A310. There's a lot more features because, for example, you know the A310 by Microsoft and Inibuilds, those were actually like custom, or you know, they were contracted by Microsoft, so they had to go by some restrictions and stuff like that. So it wasn't like, you know, they could do whatever they want. So they can't like put, you know, bug fixes. They have to get approval by Microsoft first, and Microsoft has restrictions on them to like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, stuff like that, because, you know, to further hold Microsoft ecosystem and whatever, they have to integrate it better. So that's why this aircraft is a lot better, because, you know, you don't have restrictions, you know, for that stuff. They do have to improve a little bit. They have to improve a little bit on the LNAV a little bit, because it made a weird long turn, so now we have to intercept back, which is not cool. especially in the busy Atlanta nowadays. Uh, you want to be as straight as possible, so that's a problem. But again, this is the first beta fix, so the first minor patch. So don't get don't be angry at them. Anyway, we can go ahead and turn ILS mode pretty soon. We can go ahead and keep it 5,000 for now, and we're gonna fly all the way down to the ILS 26 range. Okay, maybe we can go ahead and turn on the ILS mode now. We can go down here to ILS and ILS intercept. We can go and turn on auto land. Land mode is on. Now the aircraft will follow the glide slope inbound. Is now captured. We now are going to descend with the glide here. We'll descend with the glide here. Wait for it to align. Glide slope is captured, and here we are. We're now descending. Now, keeping the speed 220 until around 10 miles, and then reducing to 1 for what is our final again? Reducing to our final, which is I have no idea. What is our touchdown speed? 140. Okay. So at 10, 180, and then 5, 140. And 180 coming up. And 180. And flap 5. Now speed down to 140. 140 on the speed. Motor brakes are set to low. Actually, never mind. Gear is coming down. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. In the old Airbuses, yeah, I forgot about that. The landing gear had a locked position. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, gear's coming down. We're way too fast here. So please, we're way too fast. I know we're way too fast. Thanks for letting me know, airplane. Okay, flaps 20. And we might have to do medium auto brake landing. And flaps full. And flaps full. Let's see if the aircraft will flare for us today. Here's our creepy GPW West callouts. And reverse touch screen. And wow, look at that, guys. It actually did auto land. Wow. It did auto land. Wow. Okay, shut up. Okay, wow. Wow, it actually did. Wow. Okay, but the auto throttle, you have to do it by yourself though. It does not do it for you. So, but that's good that the auto throttle can actually land by itself, automatic landing. And I think it did a butter landing as well. Let me check what the landing rate was on that landing. Wow, actually, 300 feet per minute is, you know, actually quite good for auto land system. But you know, it's also a heavy aircraft too, so you can't expect a firm soft landing in a heavy aircraft. Okay, stop the clock, and now we're taxiing in to the runway. Okay, spoilers are disarmed, and flaps are coming up. I like how slow they move. They retract so slowly like the little aircraft does. Anyway, we can go and turn off the land lights, turn off the nose lights, turn off the strobe lights, and turn these off, and APU is coming on. Master switch on and start. And let's pull into the ramp here. We're gonna pull into number gate 12 in the FedEx ramp. Let's see if GSX works or not. What do I put? I put north parking. So let me go here. North parking number 12. Okay, flaps are retracted. That's good. APU is on. And gate number 12 is right next to us. Taxi lights are coming off. And number 12 is right here. Oh, the brakes are hot. Let's turn the brake fan on. And let's throttle up. APU bleed is coming on. And we're going to pull in at gate number 12. I'm not sure where the marshaller is at. The marshaller is gone apparently. So we'll just stop right here. Okay, engines can come off. And we are down. And now I want to see if the door will open by itself, and actually will not. It tells us to open the door. So I have to do that manually, which is okay. Actually, the cargo door actually opened by itself actually. But not the big door. We gotta do that by myself still. So let's go ahead and click open. Release that, and there we go. It is now opening up. Oops. Why did it stop? There we go. So you have to hold it. There we go. And stop that. Let's open up the loader tarmac. Turn on the lights. And we are now here down in Atlanta, everybody. We have a little tug opening. There we go. We have our tug. Now I want to see if Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not do that. Never mind. Okay, what did I expect? Okay. It just kind of makes a fake thing. So we have to still empty it manually. Ooh, what is this? Did I miss this page? Wow. Okay, then. Welcome down to, welcome down. Let's go ahead and empty it. How do I empty it? I have no idea. Load 0. I'm not sure how you how do you empty load? No, I wanna. There we go. 0. Okay, there we go. I guess now we're empty. We're empty loaded, guys. So, actually still here. How come it's still here? Ah, whatever. Anyway, welcome down to, welcome down to Atlanta, everybody, in the Airbus A300. And, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And I'll see you in another video, guys. And good night.